Hi guys, today I would like to tell you about yogic commitments, yamas and niyamas. There are 5 yamas and 5 niyamas, yogic rules or restraints or moral codes. Uh, these commitments we have to keep if we want to reach the peace of mind, and those are important steps, important uh, points to practice, to keep in our awareness if we want to reach the self realization. Without these steps, we will not find any peace of mind and we will not be able to reach any realization of the true nature. So, the first yama is ahimsa, which means non hurting. We should not hurt any living beings or nature. We should not hurt ourselves and our body. Second one is satya, truthfulness. We should be truthful and honest with others and with ourselves. And here ahimsa goes above satya. If our truth hurts someone, we should have put non-hurting first and then only say the truth that will hurt less. Like, if not saying the truth will hurt less, then we should maybe be quiet. We shouldn't lie, but we can say, I cannot tell you, right? You can still be truthful that something doesn't let me to tell you this, but I will not lie. Then the third yama is asteya, which means non-stealing, not wanting what belongs to others, non-stealing our own merits. Let's say when we talk about ourselves like we are not worthy of something good, we are stealing our own resources. Fourth one is brahmacharya, which means walking in the awareness of the self. So always walking with the awareness of God, of the self, being aware who we truly are, of our true nature. Fifth one is aparigraha, which means not accepting gifts, but I don't like it that way. I think we should accept gifts. The better way to explain it is non-grasping. When, like, let's say we think like, this is my cup of tea, so it's my cup, right? But it's not really mine, I'm just using it. The same like the knowledge we gained through self-effort. We shouldn't claim it, because then ego claims it and it becomes the identity, and we are even further from the true nature than before we started learning anything, right? Okay. 5 niyamas, saucha, which means purity. We should keep our body and mind pure, and we should be pure with other people. We should keep the purity of the soul, mind, and body. Not thinking impure thoughts about anyone. Next one is santosha, which means contentment. We should be content with simplicity, with what's the state of things at this moment. Yeah, let's say we cannot get deeper into the posture forward bend, so we're content with what is. We can get so this far, so we just take contentment in it. The next one is tapas, which means doing the conscious effort, the burning effort. It's when our muscles are burning, we are holding the posture, we cannot hold it anymore, so we are doing effort, which is needed to break through the obstacles so that the energy can flow with freedom. The consciousness can flow, we need to remove the obstacles, and we cannot do it without applying conscious effort. Then, santosha doesn't mean we should be content without having applied any effort. First, we apply our effort, but what is given to us as our maximum result is we should be content with it. And we shouldn't always want more, more, more. We have simplicity, just one cup, I am content with it. I don't need 10 cups, because one is enough. It fulfills its function. The simpler our lives are, the faster we will reach the self realization. Why is that? Because we will not have to work through too many attachments. Attachment is what keeps us from really being true to the truth. We are attached to someone and we bend to the truth. We look through the fingers that the person lies. We accept that because we are attached to that person. If we don't have attachments, we can easily say, no, you lied to me, so that's it, goodbye. I cannot be in a relationship with someone who lies. That becomes very easy without attachment. You know what you have to do. But with attachment, you try mix the lies into your mind, and the lies mix with the truth, and it becomes so complicated, and you cannot find peace of mind anymore. Swadhyaya is the next niyama, number 4, which means studying the scriptures, the spiritual knowledge about the self, studying the texts. And Ishvara Pranidhana means surrendering to God. We give it into the hands of God. Let's say we cannot come further in the forward bend, and this is our maximum result at this moment in time, and we surrender to that. And we surrender that to God, our result. Or let's say our personality. We have some features that are hard for us. And we do our best. So first we need to do our best, tapas, conscious effort, to be a good person. But let's say in the end of the day, you expected more of yourself, and still your result is disappointing. So you surrender that to God. Here, God, take that, because you gave me this personality, you gave me these obstacles, you created me like this. I have done my best, but I'm not gonna be hard on myself, be harsh on myself anymore, because I did my best. The rest, God, I surrender to you. So Ishvara Pranidhana means giving something into the hands of God, but not without having done tapas, the conscious effort. These rules, hopefully they will help you. If you live your life every day applying them, they will help you to have peace of mind and move closer to realizing the true nature of the self. And you can say in the beginning or in the end of your day, sit down and say, so how can I apply the yogic commitment ahimsa today, non-hurting? Maybe I should be more kind to myself, and I should not hurt myself and not push myself into doing something that's too much for me, Let's say satya. How can I apply this yogic rule today to my life? Satya, be truthful. Maybe I should say truthfully to someone, hey, what you expect of me is too much. I cannot do that, for example. Asteya, non-stealing. you know? Maybe we think it's innocent thing to steal someone's idea or to steal someone's insight and, use it as if it's our own. But maybe we can still give credit to the person. Always try to give credit, using some inspiration from conversation. You can also mention, got inspired from that and that source. Why not? Brahmacharya, walking in the awareness of the true self. So we know we are not this body. We know our true nature is pure awareness, pure consciousness that is always pure, cannot be touched by this world. So trying to be aware of that as much as possible. Aparigraha. How can I? Let's return to Brahmacharya. For example, if we get too involved into some situation and it really grabs us and pulls into negativity, we can remind ourselves my true nature is pure awareness. So no matter what happens here, I am uninvolved, unaffected, untouched, unattached, and remind ourselves who we truly are helps a lot, because first we consciously remind ourselves that, and at some point the realization comes. Just one moment comes and you realize what you have already known from the books. Suddenly you see it. Or like my mom repeated one thing to me many times, and I knew with my mind that's the right idea to do that like that. But then at one moment I saw it with my inner eye, I realized it with deeper insight, some deeper shift happened just 1 second, and I now totally see it, and this realization changes it. So, being aware of the true self leads to the opportunity for that shift to happen when we realize the true self. Aparigraha, non-grasping. Let's say we use something in this world, like we are in a hotel room. We are just using it. It's not ours. So we shouldn't grasp it. We shouldn't want to possess it. Non-possessiveness, aparigraha. Non-accepting gifts means, because if someone gives you gifts, you would feel like you have to owe them something, right? Let's say they helped you, so next time they will ask of you something you don't want to offer them, and you will feel obligated to compromise on your truth. So for that purpose, non-accepting gifts. But you can accept gifts with the attitude like, gift is coming from the God through this person. I accept the gift. It doesn't mean that next time that person asks of me something wrong, I will have to do it. No. I accept the gift. I'm grateful right now. That's it. Situation finished. Next situation is gonna be next situation. And if it's not right, I will not do it. Satcha, how can I apply satcha in my life? Purity, cleanliness. Like maybe I can do my dishes, right? I can clean my kitchen, or I can do my laundry, or I can train my mind to not think any impure thoughts about people. Always think the best of them. Santosha, how can I practice santosha in my daily life? Being content with simplicity, not trying to complicate it and want more. Just having this moment, having this peace at this moment, it's already so much. It's a great blessing. And we always have this moment of peace in our true nature. We're just not always connected to that, but that inner peace is always there. And our true nature is already such a huge gift and blessing. Why do we need more? Tapas, self effort. How can I practice that in my daily life? Maybe I can do effort more to, to speak up, let's say, if normally I don't. Uh, it takes effort to overcome some habit that is not serving us. Like, let's say I don't speak up and people abuse me, so I should speak up and stop them, you know, block it, block them out. That's, for example, an effort I can do. Svadhyaya, studying spiritual texts. Maybe I can read like one page of Bhagavad Gita every day, or Yoga Sutras, yeah, for example, or Vedic astrology text I can read. Maybe just one line every day, one verse. Something, or some book of spiritual master, something that brings me closer to realizing who I truly am. Ishvara Pranidhana, surrendering to God. Like, let's say I feel the heaviness and I surrender it to God. Or in my personality, there are qualities that I am working on, but still I don't think I am too proud of my results. But God created me like that, so why should I be responsible? Or if some stronger forces working through me and I do my best to stop them if I know it is not, maybe not very kind to be harsh and speak maybe a bit, not out of the heart, but um, be very harsh with someone, telling them the truth. Like, let's say, I do my best to soften that quality, but there is only so much I can do, and the rest, maybe God wants me like that. Yeah, if I cannot change it so easily and I'm trying to, maybe that's the will of God, so we surrender that to God. And I can be harsh on myself, or I can say, well, God, you made me this way, so what do you want? Take these qualities, like James Schwartz says in his teachings of Vedanta, like God takes these qualities of this personality, take them back. You gave these qualities to me and it's yours, it's not mine, so please be responsible, right? But surrendering to God also means we can pray to God to give us something or to help us, but let's say God doesn't help us right away, so we surrender to God, trusting that when the moment is right, God will help. He cannot always answer the prayer right away. Sometimes we just need to wait a little bit for the right moment. And God knows the right moment is coming, like in 2 weeks, and it will be perfect moment for me to help you. So please be patient, right? Yeah? Do you see the sense in these words? Let me know, please. And I will share more soon.